It's the time for our April sewing plans. Hello and welcome. I'm Akram Burris, and you're watching Akram's Ideas of bringing creative and crazy ideas to life. I thought I'd hop on here real quick and share with you my April sewing plans. Now, normally I don't do plans by months, but I had a few plans that I figured I could whip up before the end of April. And they all have to do with my So Fearless blazer over here. Now, if you recall from my last Sew and Tell, where I shared with you my makes from the Great Module Sew Along, I was kind of trying to do these modules. This is not a new idea. This has been around for a long time now. But the Great Module Sew Along was put together by Whitney of Tomcat Stitchery and Carla of Stay Stitchin'. Basically, they were trying to promote the idea of sewing in modules where you can mix and match the garments that you make to extend your wardrobe. Myself, amongst many sewers, probably are faced with the challenge of making a lot of stuff, but then none of it goes together in your wardrobe. And so I wanted to try to continue towards making more of a module wardrobe as I sew. Now, wrapping that module up and then moving into my So Fearless project here, which was this blazer, I thought, what if I put together a module that's involves this blazer? Now, the colors in this blazer being the white, and then we've got sort of this teal blue, royal navy blue, a orangey yellow, and then a sort of a hot pink magenta. Now, oh, and there's also some black in it as well. Now, I will say that I actually have a lot of these colors in my wardrobe already. I mean, obviously I've got this ready to wear top that kind of looks a little bit like the blues in here. I got a hot pink skirt that's in my wardrobe. I've got a yellow linen skirt that I've made in the past. So already this blazer will fit right in my wardrobe. But I thought, you know what, I could go one step further and make a couple of other items to go with it. So obviously, if you watched my So Fearless vlog on making this blazer, you would have seen that I've already made a matching skirt to go with it. And while the skirt doesn't fit quite exactly right at the moment, it will eventually, and I'll have sort of a matching set there. But I've got a couple of other plans based on going through my wardrobe. The first thing I have is this sort of, it's not a silk, maybe a polyester-y silk or something. It's more of a, it's not a satin either, but it's got that silky, a very thick polyester silk, I guess you could say, feel to it. And this is a yellow, and I think it would look amazing with this jacket here. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit, but I have plans to make a blouse out of this, and not just for this jacket in particular. I've got a couple of skirts. I've got one skirt in particular that I don't know what to wear with it because it's a navy blue with yellow flowers on it. And I don't have anything that is the same shade of blue, and I don't have a yellow blouse. So I thought, this is perfect. And kind of going with this 80s theme, I've decided to use Simplicity 5456, which is this pattern here. And it's a pretty simple construction. In fact, it's almost identical construction to how this top is made, how this jacket is made. Basically, it's got a back piece, a front piece, and a shoulder yoke, and grown-on sleeves. So I don't know, I'm probably just going to stick with the grown-on sleeves. I'm not even going to bother adding the set-in sleeves because it's simple. And given the fact that this is kind of a slippery fabric, I don't want to sew anything that has a lot of design lines where the fabric could be shifting all over the place. So this is a pretty simple and straightforward blouse that I think would look amazing for that. So that's one of the projects on the list. The next project on the list is this fabric here. And this one, let me show you this lovely print, is a sort of hot pink flowers with some white leaves. And I think it would look good with this, simply because there's hot pink in the jacket as well. And it'll give it a little bit something different, texture on texture. I've got quite a bit of this.
To see more episodes like this, be sure to click the like button, subscribe to Akram's Ideas, and hit the bell icon to get notified of new episodes.
So, originally I thought I'd just make a blouse, but now I'm wondering if I should make some sort of cute, sort of like fit and flare dress that I could wear with the jacket if I wanted to. So, I do have a couple of things, a couple ideas in mind. I purchased recently a McCall's pattern that was kind of like a wrap front faux wrap dress that I think this might be really pretty in. And again, this is that, I don't even know what you call it. It's not necessarily a silk, but it's got a lot of drape to it. It's not a satin. I'm not very good at fabric types, but it is a silky, soft fabric. And I think this would be really nice for a dress to kind of complement with the jacket. The last item, because I just want to do 3, I'm not trying to overdo it for the month of April, is I'm going to make another skirt, one that I can actually wear with this. And I've got this fabric in my stash. So this, I would say, is a type of ponte. It's got a little bit of stretch. It's a fairly heavy weight, but if you look carefully on the fabric, I don't know if you're even going to be able to tell, it mimics the look of linen. So it's made to look like it's a linen fabric because it's got sort of this little patterning in there like linen does, but it's not a linen. It's a ponte, and it's got a little bit of stretch to it. But it is a lovely blue, and I think if you look at it up here with this darker blue that's in the jacket, it's a pretty good match. It's not spot on, but pretty good. So I think I want to make a skirt out of it. Now, the question becomes, what kind of skirt? Do I want another attempt at a pencil skirt? Because having made the skirt that I attempted for this one, I could, now that I know what I'm doing, I could make it wear fit. However, I could also make a little bit of an A-line skirt versus a pencil skirt. My go-to A-line pattern is the Dolphin from Tiffany's book, Love at First Stitch. But pretty much like 90% of all the skirts in my closet are the Dolphin. I do love that skirt, so, I mean, that's an option. Or I could attempt the pencil skirt again. I'm not really sure. I've got other skirt patterns, so I'd love to hear in the comments what you think. What would you think? An A-line skirt or a pencil skirt in this beautiful blue to go with my jacket here? So those are the 3 items that I'm planning for the month of April. So the 2 tops, or the top and the dress, and then this lovely skirt. I'd love to know in the comments below what your sewing plans for April are, and if you're continuing this idea of sewing with modules, what's your take on that? I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Akram's Ideas, and thanks for watching.
Now, usually I don't do sewing plans for a... Let me do it. Hello. If you have